ZFold 7 is officially out with the official teaser, and Samsung did a wonderful job with the design of Galaxy Z Fold 7. With the new look of the Z Fold 7, everything is confirmed about the Z Fold 7. Samsung revealed this trailer, and this is the official teaser. Look at the cover display of the Galaxy Z Fold 7. This phone looks much wider compared to the Galaxy Z Fold 6. It looks more like a normal phone than the Galaxy Z Fold 6. And when you open it up, the phone looks significantly bigger in size compared to the Z Fold 6. Although this is a short teaser from Samsung, but confirmed everything about the display of the Galaxy Z Fold 7. So if you need a wider phone, then look no further and get the Fold 7. Also, there's another thought about the Fold 7. Some says this is a teaser for the Galaxy Z Fold 7 Ultra, but people are mistaken. It's Z Fold 7 but with Ultra features, which I'm gonna talk later in this video. Now, the display is something I want to talk about. This phone gets the same design as the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition and almost same display size, as according to the source, finally is confirmed now, Galaxy Z Fold 7 display is the same as the Galaxy Z Fold 6 Special Edition, 8 inches, with slightly less bezels, resulting nearly 8.2 inches display. This reducing the bezel size would make Z Fold 7 get bigger display, and this also means expect this size on the Galaxy Z Fold 7. And just for added notes, Z Fold 7 cover display will be rated at 6.5 inches, same as the Galaxy Z Fold Special Edition. Although if you don't want to spend more money on the Galaxy Z Fold 7, then Z Fold 6 is on a big discount, which you can avail from a prior listed in this video. Now, the pricing of the Galaxy Z Fold 7 is out, and there's a good news for you, but I have the additional information. Before this news, early this year, sources suggest Samsung will keep the same price for the Galaxy Z Fold 7, which means $1,899 just like the Z Fold 6. Then tariff happens. After that, Donald Trump put a pause for 90 days. But now again, Trump has announced a new 25% tariffs on Apple and Samsung phones made outside the US. But now a source suggests, confirmed news, few countries were going to get the price increases, while most of the market will keep the same price similar to the previous generation, $1,899 and $1,099 for the flip phone. Does this mean Samsung will bear the tariff and still give us the same price as last year? This is a big news for people who really wanted to get their hands on Z Fold 7 and would potentially help Samsung to sell more. But keep in mind, some markets will see a price hike, so no one knows which market will gonna see a price hike. Now let's talk about the cameras of the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Remember initially I said some people say it's Z Fold 7 Ultra, and it was not, but Z Fold 7 with Ultra features means the Ultra cameras like the Galaxy S25 Ultra. Samsung finally switched to 200 megapixel main sensor. This means we are getting the same camera on the Z Fold 7. Yes, it is now confirmed. According to Galaxy Club, Galaxy Z Fold 7 will be featuring a 200 megapixel main sensor, the same sensor Samsung is using on S25 Ultra. And finally, Z Fold 7 and S25 Ultra is on the same page with the same main camera. Although Z Fold 7 only get this update, we are seeing the same 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor. Now recently sources suggest a zoom capability of the Z Fold 7. Ultra wide sensor 0.6x, wide camera at 1x, optical quality at 2x, optical zoom at 3x, digital zoom option at 10x, 20x and 30x. There is no 100x zoom option there in the periscope lens in the Galaxy Z Fold 7, but 30x is still good. Now let's see the actual thickness of the Galaxy Z Fold 7. These are CAD renders shared by Sam Mobile, and there's a lot to uncover, and let me get things clear. Now it's not as thinner as leaked before, so here are the dimensions. 158.43 into 143.14 into 4.54 millimeter. 4.54mm means the first time when thickness was out was this one, 4.5mm. This means ICE was wrong about the 3.9mm thickness. And when it's folded, it will be 9mm, which is 0.1mm more than the thinnest foldable phone Oppo Find N5, rated at 8.9mm. Barely any change between these two phones' thickness, and if we include the camera bump, it will be rated at 10.08mm. Closest to the thinnest foldable phone. Looking at the front of the phone, this thing is seriously wider compared to the previous generation Z Fold 6. More like a normal phone than a foldable. The cover display seems perfect this time on Z Fold 7. Just into perspective, Z Fold 7 inner display is rated at 143 compared to 132 on Z Fold 6. there is a massive change between these two devices, which means Z Fold 7 would look a lot different compared to the Z Fold 6 in terms of size. Also, the performance number is out about the Galaxy Z Fold 7. Samsung is going all in with the Z Fold 7. Every possible update we can think of is coming on Z Fold 7. Initially, there were talk going on about the Exynos processor in foldables, later denied by sources and suggest only Flip may see a Exynos processor, and now it's even confirmed. Z Fold 7 appeared online in a Geekbench and confirmed Snapdragon 8 Elite. It scores 2,617 single-core score and 9,369 multi-core score. The listing also confirmed more things, where Samsung used the full version with an 8-core CPU and high-performance cores are clocked at 4.47 GHz. Meanwhile, it's not a surprise anymore. Samsung will be adding a 12GB of RAM in Z Fold 7. There is no 16GB version available for the Z Fold 7, but there's a twist in scores, where the version I shared is a Korean version of a Z Fold 7, and this is the Geekbench scores of a US version, and the single-core performance on US version is more compared to the Korean version. Maybe the optimization is a bit off. By adding this powerful processor, Samsung has to go with a bigger vapor chamber just like what they did with the Galaxy S25 Ultra. And there are some rumors who back things up about the bigger vapor chamber for the Z Fold 7. Now, apart from processor, the battery and the charging speed is something I'm worried. Samsung is trying to compete with other foldables, but there is only one way they want to prove the point: the thickness of a phone. And that's the reason they are ignoring one of the key features on Galaxy Z Fold 7, and I'm talking about the battery size and the charging speed. Recently, Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 passed through China's 3C website, confirming the charging speed of a Z Fold 7. And guess what? Both phones were going to feature a 25W of fast chargers. Even Galaxy A56 came with a 45W of fast charger. But it is the fact that if there is no battery update, then why would they need to update the charging speed? Initially, we expected Samsung may give us a bigger battery because Galaxy Z Flip 7, the counterpart, is getting a much bigger battery. But it seems like Samsung is stubborn and not going to change the battery on the Z Fold 7. Yes, we are going to see a same 4400 mAh battery. This way, Z Fold 7 will be far from its competitor, as Oppo Find N5 gave us a whopping 5600 mAh battery. Samsung is playing with the software optimization to give us a better battery life, but it is double-edged sword. If they didn't achieve this, we end up getting a bad battery life on Z Fold 7. Samsung is also adding one of the biggest updates in the foldable market. They're adding the titanium components in the Z Fold 7 and the Samsung's first tri-foldable phone. According to The Elect, Samsung is adding titanium in Z Fold 7. Now, unlike S25 Ultra where we saw titanium frame, Samsung is adding a titanium backplate in the Z Fold 7 and a Galaxy G Fold. Now, the backplate is used as a support between the hinge and a foldable display. This will surely improve the durability on the Z Fold 7. Previously, Samsung used stainless steel in the first 2 generations and then switched to carbon fiber, but they are again changing it to the titanium. On this note, if you're still here, give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you next time. Till then, peace out.